This is a $20 bill, and the only reason it has value is because we all agree it does. But what if I told you that this piece of paper is actually one of the most sophisticated technologies ever created, and that right now something is threatening to replace it entirely? To understand cryptocurrency, we need to understand the problem it solves. Let's say I want to buy this coffee. When I give the barista this $5, something important happens. I no longer have it, which makes sense. This is called the double spending problem, and in the physical world, it's solved automatically. But online, that's a different story entirely. If I send you a digital photo, I still have a copy of it. If money worked this way, I could spend the same $5 infinite times. So how do we solve this online? Banks. We trust banks to keep a ledger, a record book of who has what. So when I want to transfer money to you digitally, no money actually moves. The bank just updates its ledger, -5 from Nanzin's account, +5 to yours. But here's the thing, this requires trust. You trust the bank won't make mistakes, won't freeze your account, won't inflate the currency. So in 2008, someone asked a radical question. On October 31st, 2008, a person or group using the name Satoshi Nakamoto published a 9-page paper with an elegant solution. What if everyone had a copy of the ledger? This is Bitcoin. Not a physical coin, but a ledger, a record of every transaction that is not controlled by any single entity. It's maintained by thousands of computers around the world simultaneously. If everyone has a copy of the ledger, who gets to update it? What stops someone from just writing, "I have 1,000,000 Bitcoin"? But here's the genius part. In Bitcoin, transactions are grouped into blocks, and to add a new block to the ledger, your computer has to solve an incredible difficult math puzzle. Think of it like a lottery where everyone's trying to guess a specific number, but instead of picking random numbers, your computer has to perform trillions of calculations. The first computer to solve it gets to add the next block of transactions and is rewarded with new Bitcoin. This is called mining, and here's why it works. Changing old transactions will require resolving all those math puzzles, which will take more computing power than the entire network combined. The system protects itself through pure computational difficulty. So what can you actually do with cryptocurrency? Here's a fun, interesting fact. In 2010, a programmer named Laszlo paid 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 Papa John's pizzas. At that time, that was about $40. Today, those pizzas would be worth over $400 million. But the real impact is not about pizzas. In Venezuela, when hyperinflation made the bolivar nearly worthless, citizens turned to Bitcoin to preserve their savings. And in 2022, Ukraine received over $60 million in cryptocurrency donations within days of Russia's invasion, faster than traditional banking could process. And Ethereum, created in 2015, took the concept even much more further. Programmable money, smart contracts that execute automatically when conditions are met. No middlemen required. Today, there are thousands of cryptocurrencies worth trillions of dollars combined, but they all share that core innovation, a ledger that no single person or institution controls. Now, is cryptocurrency perfect? No. Bitcoin uses as much electricity annually as the entire country of Argentina. That mining process is energy intensive. Prices are incredibly volatile. Bitcoin has also crashed by 80% multiple times, and because transactions are irreversibly and pseudonymous, cryptocurrency has been used for scams, ransomware, and money laundering. But here's what's fascinating. None of these criticisms change the fundamental innovation, and for the first time in history, we have a form of money that does not require trusting any central authority. Whether that's ultimately good or bad, well, that's still being written. But one thing is certain, you can't uninvent an idea. And the idea that you can have a global decentralized ledger secured by mathematics, that's not going anywhere anytime soon.